If you've ever run an e-commerce promotion and thought, why did Google spend too much on the wrong days, or not enough on the days that mattered, then this new Google Ads feature is something that you need to understand. Google's just rolled out campaign total budgets across its search, shopping and PMAX campaigns. And for e-commerce brands running promos, new launches or seasonal pushes, then this is one of the most practical budget updates that we've seen in years. And in this video, I'm going to break down what campaign total budgets actually are, how to set them up properly, and most importantly, why it matters for e-commerce. Let's start with what it actually is, because the name sounds way more exciting than it actually is. Now, traditionally, in Google Ads, we've always worked with average daily budgets. So you tell Google to spend £100 a day and it tries to average it out over the month, whereas campaign total budgets flip that on its head. And instead of saying how much per day, what you actually say is, here's my start date, here's my end date, and here's the total amount that I'm willing to spend. Google then handles the daily pacing automatically, spending more on high opportunity days and less on slower days, with the total goal of using the entire budget by the end of the campaign. The daily cap's gone, and the only hard limit is the total budget. This isn't random, as Google's been moving everything towards automation, intent-based signals, and performance-driven pacing for some time now. And daily budgets have always been a manual constraint on them doing that. So campaign total budgets remove the issue. And instead of forcing the algorithm to behave evenly every day, Google can now spend aggressively when demand spikes and pull back when the auctions are rubbish, while still respecting your overall business budget. And that's where e-commerce benefits massively. Now, let's talk e-commerce realities. E-commerce isn't always flat demand, because you've got weekends that outperform weekdays or the other way around. You've got payday spikes, email drops, influencer traffic, flash sales, seasonal urgency, and daily budgets don't reflect how people naturally shop, whereas campaign total budgets let Google follow the demand curve. And here's why it matters. If you're running, say, a Black Friday campaign, a January sale, a product launch, or a clearance push, then you're probably already thinking in total budgets. So you don't care if, say, Monday spends 200 quid and then Saturday spends £700. What you actually care about is that the budget doesn't run out and that the best days are fully funded and the campaigns don't die early. Total budgets finally match how e-commerce promos actually work. And with daily budgets, you've probably seen campaigns hit the cap by dinner time, midday, whilst the best traffic comes in later. With total budgets, Google can overspend on strong days and rebalance later, all without having to mess around and touch your budgets. What it does is help Performance Max and shopping perform better, as these campaigns already rely on automation. Total budgets remove one of the last human bottlenecks, which is the daily spend limit. It gives Google bidding systems more room to chase higher value users, push harder when conversion rates rise, and back off when traffic actually drops. In theory, that should result in better ROAS stability across all your campaigns. Hi, I'm Mark Farrell, the owner of Reach PPC, and we're a specialist e-commerce agency that helps clients grow revenue through our commission-only ad services. Google Ads that can run independently and can also be run alongside your current PPC provider, but still inside your account, with no interruption to normal service. If you're interested in making more money on a commission-only basis and want to find out how, all you've got to do is head on over to www.rocketreachppc.com and click the video button for more info. Or, if you're already sold on the idea of commission only, why not see if you qualify to work with us straight away? To do this, just hit the Do I Qualify button on the homepage and let's get started. So how do you actually use campaign total budgets properly? Well, let's talk setup, because this is where most people will mess it up completely. And before we get into that, what I need to mention is that campaign total budgets aren't for evergreen campaigns. So don't start whacking them on every campaign that you've got, as it works best when the campaign's got a clear start and end date, when the budget needs to be fixed and performance matters more than the data visibility. So let's move over to a screen share and I'll show you where and how to set it up properly. Okay, so we are over on ads now. So what you would do is you would select your campaign type, then you'd go through the different bidding options, select your country, your targeting options, just pretty standard. Select IA Max if you want to do it. Skip this for now because we're not interested in this. Then you've got your different ad groups, put your ad details in. It's all pretty standard. This is on a search campaign, but it's similar for shopping. You just go through the motions as you would on the shopping campaign. But it's this screen, the budget screen, where the differences come. So as you can see, you've got the average daily budget here. But if you scroll down a little bit, you can see here, campaign total budget. So what you would do is you would click there. You would put your total budget in. So let's say 2K. Then what you would do is you would input a start date. So we'll stick with today's date. Run it for a week only because that's all we're going to do. And then all you've simply got to do is click next. And what that'll do is it should take you to the review stage. I'm just thinking about it now. And then you're good to go. So what you can see there is your campaign total of 2K. So all we do then is hit publish, and we are now using campaign total budget. So go and enjoy. Now that you've seen that, I just want to point something out. Now, what you can't do is switch back to daily budgets later. You can't change the budget type mid-campaign either. So make sure you plan properly before launching. And like I said, it's not for every campaign. So when shouldn't you use it? Well, don't use campaign total budgets if the campaign's got to spend evenly every day, or if you've got strict daily cash flow limits, or even if the campaign's running constantly. So this is what I call a flighted campaign tool, not a replacement for all budgeting. As used in the wrong place, it'll feel unpredictable. Used in the right place, it's incredibly powerful. It isn't about spending more, it's about spending smarter across time and letting Google do more of the work. So, campaign total budgets aren't going to reinvent Google Ads. They're just aligning how e-commerce businesses can plan the money alongside how Google automations already work. If you run promos, new product launches, or have got seasonal pushes and you're still locked into daily budgets, then this is absolutely something that you should be testing. If this video has helped you in any way, then please do me a massive favor and hit the like button and be sure to subscribe as well. Go and check out my other videos too, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.